Okay, good morning, Hustle Club. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about the question, what do I do now? So a lot of you ladies have done an awesome job learning about Facebook ads and how to make contacts and are out there doing it and making these contacts every single day and building your free groups and building your list of contacts, whether that be on Teamsy or a notebook or whatever. You're doing exactly what you need to do as far as making the contacts every single day, which will make you successful over the long haul. Okay. So what we need to do now is to talk about, okay, so how do we move them along? How do we capitalize on these new contacts, right? Because the goal is really it's like a funnel. It's like you put the new contacts at the top of the funnel, and then you move them onto your list and into your free group, your free fitness support group. But then what do you do with them? What are the coaches who are having success doing with them? So one of the things that I think is super important is to continue the messaging, right? So don't just send the message to get them into the free group and to start that conversation when you first meet them. You have to continue that conversation. So what I'm seeing is the coaches that are having a lot of success using their free group, they are using that free group as sort of like a holding tank, or if you want to think of it that way. So what they're doing is they're providing awesome content in their free group, which allows their followers to relate to them, that they see their posts all the time and they feel like they know them. So that is super important. You have to be consistent with your content in your free group, free fitness support group, constantly giving value, constantly providing content, constantly being in front of them consistently every single day. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is reaching out to those in your free fitness support group. So pick 5 to 10 every day. Check in. How are you doing? Haven't seen you post in a while, or I have seen you post and you're doing great. And how's it going for you? Starting those conversations within the free group, free fitness. I always say free group, but what I mean is free fitness support group is super, super important. So we have to make sure that we're doing that every single day. Okay, so that's there's a consistency that has to be there in order to be successful with this. And number three is moving these potential clients over to a 5-day free group at least once a month. Okay, so that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit today, is having something to invite to every single month. Okay, so you've got all these contacts coming into your business, and if you do this consistently, you will have tons of contacts coming into your business every single month. But you always have to have something to invite to in order to be successful, right? So if you have all these contacts and you're supporting and you're doing well, but you don't have anything to invite to, a lot of times you'll stall. A lot of times you won't have any place to take them, so that you're providing them more value, more content, more reasons to join your paid group. Okay, so lots of coaches who are doing this successfully, like the 5-star coaches, a lot of the 5-star coaches, this is their entire business model. This is moving coaches or moving potential clients from their like page to their free fitness support group to their 5-day clean eating challenge or 5-day squat challenge there's a million different ways to do it, but it's moving them to a 5 to 7 day free challenge, and then moving them to and then asking at the end, providing amazing content in that free group, 5 to 7 day group, and then moving them to a paid challenge. Okay, so it's a process. And a lot of coaches kind of get hung up on this. A lot of coaches don't, run these 5-day groups enough and as consistently as they should. You should be running these at least once a month. Many coaches will do this at the beginning of the month, like the first week of the month, promote it in the last week of the month. That way it gives you time to earn Success Club. If you run it in the beginning of the month, you could have Success Club by the 15th every single month. Okay. So I'm going to be posting content as far as ideas to run your free 5-day group. One of the things I'm hearing from some coaches on the team that do this consistently every single month and are having major success, like the top Success Club numbers on the team, is that you should think about moving these 5-day groups to the app, right? So in years past, we've always run these on Facebook, and we didn't have the app, so we didn't even have that as an option. But it's something to think about. It's something I think the theory and as to why this works is super important. When you're offering a free 5-day group, it's easy for somebody just to say, I'm in, right? Like, I'm interested in doing this, right? I'll do it. No problem. And then what happens is you get a few in there, or however many in there, and some frankly just don't pay any attention at all to it. They never post. They never engage at all. And that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for people who are going to engage in these 5-day groups. Okay, so they can see how great you are as a coach, how awesome you're how much value you're providing them. So with the app, if you do it in the apps, and there's actually an extra step that someone has to go through to get into the app, right? So like they have to download the app and they have to get in the group. So it's sort of like providing an extra hurdle for someone who wants to be involved with your free challenge. So I think that's probably why it works. And there are also notifications, and it's separate from Facebook, the noise of Facebook. So I think that's important. I think it's something that's definitely worth a try. I would start running these in the app, see how it works for you. Give it a month or two off Facebook for these free 5-day groups and see how it works. The other thing that I'm hearing is that you just have to provide lots of content. You just have to dive into these 5-day groups and give them a reason to want to do business with you in a paid challenge group. Just give everything you have to it. Really be focused on them. Be focused on providing awesome content. I'm going to give you some content in this group that you can use. But really just be focused on providing them an awesome experience within the app in the 5-day group, so that they want to see what your 21-day group or your 30-day group is all about. Okay. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to post some links to some templates that you could use. I mean, this is really easy, guys. You don't have to recreate the wheel. I found all this stuff on Google. There's also a million different tutorials on YouTube on how to do this. It's really easy. It shouldn't be overwhelming. It should be the kind of thing that you feel comfortable doing every single month. Every single month, no doubt, no question. At the beginning of the month, you're running a 5-day group. At the end of the month, you are inviting to that 5-day group. There should be no reason why you can't get 50 people in these groups every month if you're doing the contacts. If you're building these contacts through the methods we've talked about in this group. So that's what I have for you today. We're going to talk a lot about in the chat thread about 5-day groups and what's working and ideas. And I want you to really, engage in that. And if you have a 5-day group that's working, send out the template on the chat thread. Help us out. See if we can maybe trade some ideas here and find out what's working. I know this works though. I know, like I said, it works at all levels of Beachbody. If you are just starting out, or if you are a 5-star diamond coach. I've been so surprised to hear how many 5-star coaches built their entire business on bringing in new contacts, engaging them in their free fitness support group, moving them to a 5-day group, moving them to a paid challenge, turning them into a coach. It's simple. It's not easy to remain consistent and to do the little things every single day, but it is simple and everyone can do it. So that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you watched the video today and are with me, give me a peace sign. All right, that's what we're doing today. Peace sign. You like these emojis? I don't know. That's my thing. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And I will be posting the content that I talked about in the thread below. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace sign if you watch it. Peace sign if you're implementing. And if you have any questions, post them in the thread today. All right, thanks a lot.